All right, guys, bear with me. We're going to see if this recording thing works. So this is the skills maintenance part for your lesson today, which is going to be lesson 10. It's the unit 1 end of test or end of unit assessment, right? And this is part 1 that you're going to be working on. Oh, my pen's not lining up first, so we'll see if this works or not. Here's activity 1 for your skills maintenance. Remember we did set models last time, and we have 4 parts here that make up the whole, right? So 4/4 would be the whole here, but they've shaded in 3 of them, so our fraction here is going to be 3/4, right? Here we have 2 set models. They're both in fourths, right? This would be 4/4, and then I have 1/4. So if I combine those 2 sets together, I have a total of 5/4, right? Number 3, here I have 3 parts that make up this whole. So this is just 3/3 because they're all shaded in, right? This is also put into 3 parts to make up the whole, but only 2 of them are shaded in, so it's going to be 2/3. Okay, let's see if I'm able to move this, which I'm not. So I have to do this. I have to do. So I'll have to walk over to my computer. Do it from here in order to move this. There's number 5. Maybe I'll shrink it down so it all fits maybe. Well, of course that's not going to fit either. So I'll do that. And then back to Active Inspire. Okay, number 5 here is this set represents the fraction. In this case, the fraction is, we have thirds, so 3/3, 2/3, we have a total of 5/3. Okay. Hopefully that brushes off some cobwebs. Now we're going to move on to doing the unit review. So if you go to the next page in your workbook here, we're going to start the unit review and we're going to do that together. All right, so here is the unit review. Concept of fractions, this is the first part. Activity 1 has find the fractions for the letters in the number line, and how many parts do I have on my number line here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 total parts, right? So I have a total of 4/4 that is going to make up my whole, right? My number 1. So then each of these lines are going to be fourths, right? So A is going to be 1/4, B is going to be 2/4, C is going to be 3/4, and of course D was 4/4, right? Looking at problem 2, how many parts do I have here? 1, 2, 3 parts total on my number line. So my whole is going to be 3/3. I have 2/3 here, and I have 1/3. Activity 2, divide the rectangles into the fair share as indicated. Right? So number 1, I need to divide it into fifths, right? So I need 5 total equal shares. I'm thinking maybe about right here, 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 and here. Gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total boxes there for fifths, right? Tenths, I'm going to have 5 on each half, right? So here's my half. I have 5 on this side, so I need 4 lines in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 5, and then 1, 2, 3. They're not quite even, but you kind of get the idea of what the spacing would be to have a total of 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 total boxes. All of this spacing. Maybe I can move this over. Yes, I can. Now I can get to it. Now I should be able to get to this with my pen. And I can minimize it so that I can move this. Page. All right, here we go. Activity 3. Let's make sure that we didn't miss anything. Okay. Oh, we got both those activities. All right, activity 3, good. Here we have activity 3. Name the unit fraction represented by each pair of rods. Remember, the unit fraction is just one part of the whole, right? The whole here, if they're showing me this is one part, well, how many of these one-part boxes can I fit into this hole? If I draw a line right here, I can fit 1, 2 of them. So my whole I know is going to be 2 halves. So my unit fraction is going to be 1 out of those 2. Here I have my one part. Well, how many of these one parts can I fit into this hole? 1, 2, 3, 4. I made those kind of small. I'm guessing this is going to be 5. Because that should have been maybe up here, and this should have been there. Yeah, it'll be more like 5 there. Draw those lines very well. That's closer to 5. Okay. So 1/5. 1 out of 5 would be my unit fraction. All right, here, how many parts make up this whole? This is one part, 2 make up the whole, so my unit fraction again here. Easy. There we go. Activity 4. All right, each problem shows one part. Sketch a model for the given improper fraction. Here I have the unit fraction of 1/3, and they want me to show 3/3, right? So I'm going to show, well, here's 1/3, and I need 3 of these thirds to show, right? So another third here, and another third here, and I have a total of 3/3. Here I have 1/4, and I need to show 5/4. So here's 1/4, and I need 5 of them, right? So there's 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That would be 5/4. And 1/8, and I need to show 8/8. So I need how many of these boxes? I need a total of 8 of them. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. All right, next activity. Is going to be activity 1 here. And inspire to come back. Now it says draw a number line that shows where 1/5 is located, right? Well, 1/5, if I draw a number line, it always starts at 0, right? And while I'm dealing with proper fractions, I end at 1, right? Or in this case, the whole is going to be 5/5, right? Because 1/5 is what I'm looking for. So if I start at 0, I go over to 1/5 is going to be my first tick, and there needs to be a total of 5 parts in here, right? So 1/5 is going to be probably around right here. Okay. Now it says draw Cuisenaire rods to represent the fraction 1/6 for activity 2. Well, rods, remember, we can make however big we want, all right? So let's say this is 1/6. Or this is 1 part, right? This is my unit fraction. And I need to show the whole here also, right? So I show my unit fraction, I also need to show the whole, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's my whole. So there's 1/6, and here's the whole 6/6. Page here. All right. Now I have area models, right? Shade or draw the correct portion of the rectangle for each problem. Here they want me to show 2/3. So I know that this whole is split into 3 parts, right? And it looks like they are in units 4 of this. So here are my 3 parts. And shade in 2/3 of it, well, 1/3, 2/3 shaded in. Here, this rectangle shows 1/4. Well, what would the whole look like? Well, let's draw 3 more of those fourths. There's my whole. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Right? This rectangle shows 4/3, right? So how many total parts do I have here? Well, I have a total of 4 of them, and they're all showing thirds, right? So I need to split this into 4 even sections. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 even sections. These are all thirds, and it wants me to show 1/3 of it, so I'm just going to show just 1/3 right here. This last part, rectangle shows 12/10, right? So there's 12/10 here, and it wants us to show 10/10 or 1 whole. Well, if there's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 here. 10 would be everything to the left of this line. This would be 10/10 over here. And then 2/10 right here makes up 12/10. That's that part. Okay, activity 4. What does each set model represent here? Remember, these boxes here show you the whole, right? So here I have 3/3 shaded in. Here I have 2/3 shaded in. So my denominator I know is thirds. And then I just need to count up how many do I have shaded in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 thirds. All right. Here I have 3/3. Here I have 3/3. I know my denominator is 3, and I have a total of 6 of them shaded in for this one. So 6/3. What's my whole here? I have 2, and I have 2 shaded in. Right? So 2 halves. Here I have 2 halves. Here I have 1 half because only 1 is shaded in, right? So my denominator is 2 because I'm dealing with halves. And then I have 2, 4, 5 of them shaded in. 5 halves. All right. Next activity, draw a set model for each fraction. Right? So we're just drawing these set models, and here I want fourths because this is 3/4, so I need 4 circles. 4 circles. And I'm going to shade in 3 of them for 3/4, right? 5/5. How many circles do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles, and all of them are going to be filled in because I need all 5 of them. All right, the last one on the bottom